So far I only have a few pine bonsai, and they just consist of my native black pine Australian bonsai and also my 2 bunya pines. So in this video what I'm going to do is show you what I'm doing to collect a new pine bonsai from the wild. I'm just in the local bush area, just scouting around for some trees. Should have brought my camera, but I suppose my iPhone will have to do. So the first thing that I'm doing when I'm collecting this bonsai, now that I've found the bonsai that I want to actually collect, I'm just going to start moving the soil around the edge just to see kind of where I'm going, what kind of roots I need to get rid of. And then once I've finished that, I'm going to start using the shovel to really start cutting the soil and cutting the roots around the bonsai in a bit of a peripheral area. Now to do that, what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep around 6 inches on each side. Depends on the size of the tree, just so that I'm keeping a nice tight mass of soil around those roots so I can transport it safely. So in this video, so I'm cutting back the soil, and I'm also going to be getting rid of the top of the tree. Look, that's a couple of things. One thing for taper, one thing for you to be able to move it and bring it home successfully or easier, but also because you're removing as much of the root mass, the tree's going to struggle a lot trying to get energy up and into all of the leaves that you've kept on the tree. So if you remove some of those leaves, it's just going to make it a little bit easier for the tree. It's a balancing act because the tree also needs to photosynthesize, so you need to leave some leaves for that, but yeah, you'll work it out as you're going along. So I'm removing part of the top of this tree and trying to keep compact a little bit of soil around those roots to keep it healthy. Now, as you'll notice, the soil here is really dry and loose, so it is starting to come away from the roots, so I don't really have much to work with, and that's why I've brought along my little tools with me. So before you do go out, it's pretty basic tools that you need with you, something to cut the roots if they're too thick for your shovel, but also something to snip off the branches that you don't need. Obviously you need a shovel, and then bags useful, and another thing is a spray bottle or something so you can spray those roots, keep them nice and wet, and stop them from drying out and impacting your tree. So you want to be able to transport it as safely as possible. So look, I do apologize, the audio, I forgot to turn on the audio on my camera when I was recording this, but I'm just going to show you kind of what I'm doing. So I did have a couple of pot options. So this is what I was going to use. Now I like these pots because rather than a normal pot where you get the roots, they come around on the outside of the pot, and then they kind of all mass around. With this pot, the roots come along the side, and where they'd normally just keep wrapping around, they hit these little air bits, kills off the end of the root when it touches the air and it gets exposed, and that then causes more ramification in the root, so you get a lot more of a dense root mass, which is quite good. But given that this one is too small, I actually got an old protein tub and I drilled a few holes into the bottom of that, just so I can use that. So putting the tree into the tub, really trying to, I'm trying to keep as much root mass as possible, which is why I went for this tub, but I'm still going to get rid of some of those roots, just so that, they can actually fit into the pot. And I'm just going to keep it in this pot for a while. Look, it is, because I had to extract it without any of the soil around the roots, it's going to be a bit hard for this to recover. It is a good time of year, being spring though, and I am going to treat it quite well. So putting it in this pot should do quite well, but I'm not doing anything crazy at this point in terms of trying to style it or refine it. I'm going to let it recover for 6 months to a year, and then I might do some work down the road. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video or took something from it. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified with my future videos as I release them. And look, if there is anything in particular that you're curious about or would like me to cover in my channel, then please just comment below and let me know what that might be. So look, thanks for your time today. Enjoy. Bye.